quick stretching noise or orgasm noise?
Stretching noise.
Well, you'd be surprised. How's everyone doing? We have fun here at Metaphysics Necrosis Incorporated. Alright, we're chasing down Suzuha.
Wait, what?
We're chasing down Suzuha.
Oh, we're chasing down Suzuha.
Yes. Yes. Now we're at the point of the game where I keep forgetting, like, okay, what plot twists have happened and which ones haven't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna go. Suzuha's already out of sight, but when she left, she was headed for Chuodori. I wonder if her phone's on. Maybe I should just try calling her. Like a normal-ass human being, Okabe.
No, that would be a text.
Come to think of it, this reminds me of something. On the day she failed to meet her father, she disappeared without a word. Just an email saying bye. I searched the town, but I couldn't find her, so I sent a D-mail that changed the past in order to make her stay. I'm pretty sure I lost her near the station back then. What happened on that timeline? Where did Suzuha go after failing to find her father? One wonders! I searched up and down Chuodori, but find no trace of Suzuha or her bike. I have to be careful, there could already be rounders here in Akiba. I combed the area around the station. Comb the desert! I combed the area around the station's main exit, but there's no sign of her anywhere. I lost sight of her here before, so I thought she might be close by. Maybe I should corner her on my next time leap. Press her for answers before she can escape.
Press.
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 I'm being pressed. I'd better get back to the lab. I start walking away from the station, but just then, the people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up at the sky. No, not the sky. The satellite embedded in the roof of Radikan. Why now? It's been there for 2 weeks. It's practically a landmark now. But everyone looks like they're seeing it for the first time. So I turn and look up too. What? The lights on the satellite are blinking. Is someone inside? Who? Suzuha? Or could it be Moeka? The satellite has remained silent through all of my previous time loops. What has changed? Obviously the fact that Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu. Previously I lost sight of her at the station. In other words, right next to Radikan. Suzuha must be up there. Everyone's staring at the satellite. This is my chance to sneak in without being noticed. The shutters are half open, just as they were when I confronted Moeka. I summon my courage and crawl through the crack. When I get inside, the first thing I see is Suzuha's bike lying on the floor. So it is her!
Or a bike thief.
Or a bike thief. What is she trying to do? What is that satellite? How is it related to John Titor? Is it even a satellite? Nobody knows for sure. I checked online. No satellites fell out of orbit that day. When they do, whether by accident or design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. It's impossible for one to land in such perfect condition. So what is it then? A jolt suddenly runs through my body as I realize the obvious answer to that question. Could it be a time machine? There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something. The elevator and escalator aren't operating, so I bound up the stairs 2 at a time. My lungs gasp and my legs burn, but I force my body to carry me to the top. There's the satellite lodged in Radikan's roof. I notice wires holding it in place. The police must have done that so it wouldn't fall. There's a hatch open on the side of the machine. I see someone moving inside. Suzuha! The person freezes when I shout. I run to the satellite.
Okabe Rintaro.
Hey! We saw half the CG in this game.
Nice.
Yeet. Suzuha turns to me with a sad expression. Behind her, I can see the interior of the satellite.
How many episodes have we had so far?
This is episode number 25, I think.
So this will take 50. Holy fuck.
It's surprisingly simple. Extremely Steve gaming voice. It's surprisingly simple. Without the switches and buttons you'd expect. Instead, there's a black box the size of a desktop PC. There are numbers on the screen. 2010, 08, 13. And below that, 1975, 08, 13. Suzuha reaches out to press a button.
Ow.
Sparks burst from the panel. She jerks back, her fingertips burned. What are you doing?
It's not working.
You know how to use that thing? She doesn't reply. I see her shoulders sag.
It's not working.
Those sparks had to be from an electrical short. My eyes are burning from the smoke.
Electrical shorts.
Answer me, Amane Suzuha. I swallow hard, then ask the question. Am I the father? This is a time machine, isn't it? Are you a time traveler? With her head hung low, Suzuha nods. Oh, big twist number 1! Or number whatever we're at before.
Yeah, I don't think it's number 1.
Oh, man. What really got me about that was like the way back in the first episode we did. It's her voice clearing everyone off the roof right after the satellite crashes there. So if you're really quick on the uptake, you can be like, wait, I recognize that voice. And then it became pretty obvious after, if you fail to stop her from running off, then the satellite disappears the day she leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I don't know, she could just be a satellite thief.
She could just be a satellite thief. With like a crane.
No, just very strong.
But then there's the question. Who's her father? Who's the mother? Sorry, beat my voice. But then who's... So then her father might not be someone who we're looking at as her father.
I'm... John Titor.
Oh shit, what's your pronouns?
Times.
There's still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. Suzuha has calmed down a bit, so I start pressing her for answers. Stop pressing me.
I'm pressing you for answers.
What do you mean you're John Titor? Well, when I was young, I kind of realized that I really didn't feel like... Oh, wait, that's what you...
Exactly what it sounds like. I'm the John Titor who's been posting on @channel.
I thought he was a guy. Suzuha smiles humorlessly. That's what you get for being sexist.
I fooled you? Guess my camouflage worked then.
Who are you hiding from?
The sis. CERN.
But remember, in this reading, Okabe is actually trans ally. So Those stories you posted, were they...
一部を除いてほとんどが事実。
True? Mostly. A few exceptions.
Let's go to Den.
Yeah.
It's those exceptions that bother me.
2036年から来たというのか。あの人工衛星。いや、タイムマシンに乗って。
So you came from 2036, and that satellite, that's your time machine.
本当は正体明かさないままでいようと思ったんだけどさ。よりによってマシンが故障してるなんて。
I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but my time machine went and broke on me.
完全に私の失策だ。
I really screwed up, huh?
だがタイターのタイムマシンはシボルエに積まれていたはず。
I thought Titer's time machine was loaded on a Chevy.
シボルエ車だっけ。それどこからの情報？
Chevy? That's a car, right? Where'd you hear that?
No, I'm talking about the actor,
2000年に
Chevy
現れ
Chase.
た自分でそう言った。
The Titer in 2000 said so.
2000年？
2000?
それもしかすると別の世界線の私かもね。
That might be me on a different world line.
少なくとも私は2000年には行ってない。2036年からまっすぐここに来た。
At least I haven't been to 2000. I came straight here from 2036.
Causality's confusing, man. So it was someone else? It's true that Titer never posted in 2000, not on the current world line. Doesn't matter, I can worry about that later. That's right, because, if you'll recall, after several world line changes, Titer posting back then had been undone, as it were.
And then suddenly redone.
And then suddenly redone, but at a later date.
And different.
And also Suzuha.
お前は何を知っている？
What do you know? I press Suzuha for answers, trapping her between me and the wall so she can't escape. Dude, you just saw her take down like an entire hit squad, okay?
なぜあんなに慌ててタイムマシンに向かった？お前は何をしようとしたんだ？
You overheard my conversation with Kurisu, right? Why did you run to the time machine? What were you trying to do?
私のせいかと思って。
I thought it was my fault.
What?
私がここでのんびりしてたせいでセルンの好きにさせちゃったんだ。
Because I neglected my mission, CERN was able to put their plan in motion.
ねえ、本当なの？
Is it true?
Suzuha suddenly grabs my
椎名
shoulders.
真由里があと数時間後にセルンに殺されるって本当？
Is it true that CERN kills Sheena Mayuri?
事実だ。俺は5時間後からタイムリープしてきた。
It's true. I time leaped from 5 hours in the future.
Time leaped.
君たちのタイムマシン完成したんだ。
So you guys completed your time machine.
それより答えろ。お前のせいとはどういうことなんだ？
I need answers. What do you mean it's your fault? Suzuha bites her lip and looks away.
全部
This is not the time to play coy, damn it.
私のこと
I'll tell you everything.
話さなくちゃいけないと思う。君とマキセ・クリスには
I think you need to know. You and Makise Kurisu.
Kurisu? Why Kurisu? Guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. But first, I offer to buy Suzuha a nice refreshing Dr. P. I offer Suzuha my handkerchief. She looks at me for a second, then takes it and ties it around her burned hand.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Okabe. Thokabe. She should probably see a doctor about her hand, but there's no time for that. Mayuri's death is approaching. I just hope she's not in too much pain. I wrap a towel around her hand to keep people around us from staring.
Because you wouldn't stare
At the towel.
someone walking around with a towel wrapped around one hand, going, ow,
Ow.
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 Welcome back, Okarin. Oh, Suzu-san's with you too.
When we get to the lab, Mayuri and Daru are there for some reason. I thought I sent them home. Mayuri gives me a ditzy answer when I ask them.
やっぱりね、スーパー電話レンジちゃんの完成祝いはするべきだよ。
I really thought we should celebrate the birth of Super Phone Wave-chan.
Do 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 do.
してね、帰ってきたの。
So Daru-kun and I went shopping.
I should have known she wouldn't stay away. Kurisu looks as worried as I am. She leans close and whispers into my ear.
どうする？
What do we do?
マユリには絶対事情を知られないようにするんだ。
Make absolutely sure Mayuri does not find out. Kurisu nods slightly.
何こそこそ話してる？
What are you guys whispering about?
Daru's not whispering.
何度も言うが完成祝いはしない。
How many times do I have to say it? No party.
オカリン、付き合い悪いよ。
Come on, Okarin. That's no fun.
そういう問題ではなく、
It's not about fun. I glance at Suzuha. She still looks depressed.
すずさん、元気ないけどどうかしたの？
Suzu-san, are you feeling okay?
これから俺とクリスティーナとスズハで重要な話をする予定でな。だからお前たちには帰ってもらったんだ。
Suzuha, Christina, and I have important matters to discuss. That's why I asked you to leave for the day.
マユシも聞きたいよ。
Mayushi wants to hear too.
いや、マユシ、空気読んだ方がよくね？
I think he's serious.
Mayuri's face! She's like, what? I don't fucking believe that. Press X to doubt Mayuri face. Remember that one picture from Zombieland Saga? The main character? Sakura with like the
Yeah.
the very doubt face. That's the vibes I'm getting right here.
But Suzu-san looks sad. Mayushi's worried.
ごめんね。
Sorry.
My bad. That's what you get for dumping all your points into empath. Suza hangs her head and bites her lip. I know she feels responsible for Mayuri's death, but how is she related? That's what I'm here to find out.
椎名真由里と橋田至にも聞いてもらいたい。二人にも関係ある話だと思うし。
I want Shina Mayuri and Hashida Itaru to stay. This concerns them too.
If Suzuha says so, then I have no objections. But I quietly pull her aside and remind her not to tell them about Mayuri's impending death. Then I quickly explain Suzuha's true identity, that she posted on that channel as John Tidor, that the satellite is really a time machine, and that she came from the year 2036.
未来人すげえ。マジパネっす。握手してもらっていいですか？
A girl from the future? That's awesome. Can I shake your hand?
誰？遊びではないんだぞ。
We're not playing around here, Daru.
すずさんは何年生まれなの？
What year were you born?
2017年。
2017.
Fucking Zoomers.
何年後なんだ。まだ生まれてないのにここにいるんだね。
Sorry. I'm not actually hating on Zoomers.
That's in 7 years. You haven't been born yet, but you're here. Huh?
Get it? Because Mayushi's defining character trait is she ditzy. There's no time to deal with Mayuri's confusion.
Okay, boomer.
Wow, shots fired. Wait, isn't everyone in this game like millennial except for Suzuha?
Yeah, Suzuha.
Oh, and Braun.
Yeah.
Wait, Nai. She's a Zoomer.
Nice.
There we go. All right, Suzuha, let's hear it.
って言ってもタイターとして書き込んだ内容はほとんど全て
Well, the grist is what I posted on @channel.
私は
The gristle.
2036年の未来から来たその時代はセルによって支配されたディストピアだ争いは完全に消えたけど人々は自由を奪われてる
I came from the future, the year 2036. In my time...
That's not at all what she's saying. She's saying, I came from future.
In my time,
I also came
the
from
world
future.
is a dystopia, ruled by Mark Zuckerberg. There's no war, no conflict,
I'm
but
saying
no freedom either.
I'm saying I came from future. I came from time travel. That's how I come. The joke is that the word has two meanings. One of the words means like like the place that you have just arrived from. But the other one means something entirely different.
Not sure I follow you.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to explain it a bit more?
Dystopia?
極端な管理社会
Yeah, you know, like Hunger Games.
マユリがバナナ
Are we still whispering?
Wait, this is 2010. Wait, yeah, Hunger Games, right?
A society where every activity is controlled by the government. In a dystopia, you're not allowed to eat bananas unless today is banana eating day. If you break that rule,
Yeah, Hunger Games.
they throw you in jail without a trial.
That's one way of putting it. But yeah, Hunger Games is contemporaneous. The first one came out in 2008 and last one in 2010.
No, you.
それは困るよマユシーはバナナ大
Or
好き
like
なのに
The Giver, I guess. We all read that one, right?
It's a mystery.
All of us growing up in the American school system. Reading the same 4 dystopian novels over and over. If you want an image of the future, just imagine a boot on the back of your neck pressing your face into the copy of Brave New World over and over for eternity. Read your damn Huxley. Did you like that? That was a literary reference. I'm getting pretty highbrow here when I'm drunk. Oh, did we mention we have wine for this one?
That reminds me, I haven't had any yet.
Oh, I totally have. Oh, so you gonna read your line about loving bananas?
I was waiting.
Okay.
That's terrible. Mayushi loves bananas.
Forget about the bananas.
Also,
私はさ
minus points for Aldous Huxley reference, but it's not Centrifugal Bumble Puppy.
Sorry. I tried reading Island once, and it just was not catching me.
I don't know what that is.
It's another Aldous Huxley.
Huh.
Boom!
Aldous Huxley.
He don't
That's my
Fuxley.
that's my new pseudonym.
Aldous
Thank you.
Huxley. He don't Fuxley. He do- Wait, there's a rap here. We're getting distracted.
I'm part of the resistance. Fighting for...
How are you gonna pull this one out?
I'm part of the resistance. Hashtag never Trump.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This entire game takes on a much different... Oh no! I don't like that at all.
Anyway,
I don't like that at all.
fighting to free humanity from CERN's control.
そんな今を
I came to the past to change my present.
君たちから
Christmas kinda sucked that year.
未来を変えるため
From your point of view, I guess
Do you want to try again?
Yep.
All right.
Restarting that one. Rewind. From your point of view, I guess I should say the future. To change the future.
Change the future. She doesn't sound like she's joking.
じゃあお父さんを探してるっていうのはあれは嘘だったのかな
What about finding your father? Was that a lie?
Anime noise. Suzuha doesn't answer. Does that mean it was a lie?
セレンは研究機関であって権力を持つ統治機関じゃない私は何度もネット上でジョン・タイターにそう訴えてきた
CERN is a research institution. They don't have political power. I explained that to John Titor several times online.
Online?
まさかお前栗ご飯とカメハメハか
Wait, don't tell me. You're Curry, Gohan, and Kamehameha? Kurisu turns red and looks away. Didn't we already put that together? I feel like we might have.
私も名乗り出ないとフェアじゃないでしょ
Titor came forward, so it's only fair that I do too. Today, I'm coming out as a gamer.
The most persecuted minority.
京馬というマナで
In that case, I'll come clean too. I was posting under my true name, Hoen Kyoma.
それは知ってる
I know.
Ah, you harmonized.
Suzuha frowns. She must not like having anything in common with Kurisu. She clears her throat and continues.
セルンは2036年でも研究機関だよ
CERN is still a research institution in 2036.
世界を支配してるのはセルンのバックにいる300人委員会ってやつら
The world is actually ruled by CERN's secret backers, the Committee of 300.
300人委員会実在したのか
This is CERN. The Committee of 300. They're real? That name was in CERN's top secret documents.
セルンがタイムマシン開発に成功したことで彼らは時間っていう4つ目の次元に干渉できる唯一の存在になった
When CERN successfully completed their time machine, they became the sole entity with power over the fourth dimension,
そ
time.
の結果たった2年で世界の秩序は全て塗り替えられたってわけ
In just 2 years, they remade the world to serve their purpose.
What? Give me a time machine and I can do it in half. Heck, I could probably do it in 0 time. Just 2 years. But that's only an objective time. I bet CERN's time travelers spent many decades leaping back and forth across history, building the foundations of CERN's rule.
そんでもってマキセクリス
That brings us to you, Makise Kurisu.
Suzuha glares at Kurisu.
2036年において君はタイムマシンの母として崇敬されている
In 2036, you are apotheosized as the mother of the time machine.
That's a great word.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
really
it.
good word.
崇敬
Apotheosized.
日本語で OK
In Japanese, please.
崇敬あがめ敬われているってこと
Apotheosized, as in
Revered.
respected.
Good. Apotheosized you have no trouble with, but revered trips you up. She keeps using unusual vocabulary. Or maybe that's normal vocabulary in 2036?
It's because revered isn't a Greek or Latin root.
Oh,
is
my
it?
bad.
Wait, maybe it is.
No, it's actually ancient American. Named
It's
after
not.
everyone's favorite horse dude, Paul Revere.
It's not.
It's named after Paul Revere.
No, don't tell me these things.
It is absolutely named after Paul. I want to be Revere.
Respected? Huh? I am? But I'm a gamer. I can't get respect.
No, we're done. We're not gonna just turn this into Snapcube quotes.
タイムマシンの開発に貢献した人物それが私の聞かされたマキセ・クリスっていう人間よ
In 2010, you pioneered time leap technology. Afterwards, you contribute to the development of CERN's time machine. That's what I know about Makise Kurisu.
Is that why she treats Kurisu like an enemy?
ならば俺がタイムマシンの父だな。
Then I must be the father of the time machine, right?
岡部倫太郎はテロリスト扱いされてる結構有名
Okabe Rintaro is a terrorist in 2036. You're pretty infamous.
Holy shit. What? Seriously? I'm a terrorist in the future?
That's badass.
Future terrorism!
っていうこと信じられない
I helped CERN build their time machine? I don't believe it.
セレンは人体実験までしてるのよ科学者の風上にも置けないそんな連中のところになんて行くつもりはない
CERN experiments on people against their will. They're a disgrace to scientists everywhere. I would never collaborate with them.
でも
Let alone stop
未来
or
はそう
listen.
なってた
But that's how it is in the future.
未来の私はなんて言ってた
How did the future me explain
会ったこ
herself?
とは一度もないよそれに2036年にはもう亡くなってたし
We've never met. By 2036, you're already dead. Sorry.
今さらっとすごいこと言われた
Well, that's just great.
That's one reaction.
Finally, I can slough off this mortal coil. I don't even make it to 50?
私の時代では極端に長生きの人と不審な亡くなり方をする若い人の2種類がいた
In my time, there are two kinds of people. Those who live extremely long lives, and those who die young under suspicious
セル
circumstances.
ンに逆らうような言動をする人は
It's just a shame that you came here with someone. So, let's make the most of tonight. Sorry, I'm done.
People who act against CERN are erased.
私も
They erased me?
Suzuha looks into Kurisu's eyes. For once, she's not glaring at Kurisu.
もしかしたら君もセルンに利用されたのかもしんないね 両親を人質
Maybe
に取られて
you were being used
無
by
理やり
CERN
研
too.
究させられたとか
Maybe they took your parents hostage and forced you to work on their time machine.
嘘ママが危ないの
No. Does that mean Mama's in danger?
No. Kurisu's mother is in America. It's not terribly difficult to imagine CERN kidnapping her while Kurisu is away. After all, I watched Moeka kill Mayuri in cold blood.
ラウンダー
Rounders.
何それ
What's that?
セルンの傭兵部隊というところか
CERN's private army. Or something like that. Suzuha nods.
名目上はセルンとは独立した技術調査班って位置づけだけどさ実態は汚れ役もこなす何でもや
On paper, they're an independent technology research firm. In reality, they do the dirty work for CERN all over the world.
According to Moeka, they have two chief duties. First, to acquire IBM 5100s, the only computers that can access CERN's secret database.
Database?
No, database.
Date is all gone.
Second, to find promising scientists in the field of time travel and force them to cooperate with CERN, or eliminate them if they will not. This apparently includes some dumbass teenagers in a dank-ass apartment in Japan.
私はずっとラウンダーの連中と戦ってたんだ。
So they already exist. I thought they might. In my time, they're our number one enemy.
汚れ役ってことはまさか誘拐とか暗殺とかも。
Dirty work? Does that mean, like, sanitation?
No, Dar.
Kidnappings and assassinations?
No, it refers to sanitation work. Why would you think that? Suzuha looks to me with a question in her eyes. I shake my head.
私の時代ではそういうこともしてた。今はまだそこまでしてないんじゃないかな。
In my time, yes. But I don't think they've reached that level in this time yet. Their power
Specifically,
level-
about 2 hours from now. Daru is visibly relieved. That's his relieved face.
ねえ、あまねさん。
Oh my god, Kurisu Doubt face is even better. Look at that. Look at that. She's just like,
ほぼ全て事実だ
are you fucking kidding me right now?
Amane-san, you said that most of what you posted as John Titor was true, right?
そうだよ。
Right.
ということは、あなたは世界の構造について把握してるっていうこと？エベレット・ホイーラーモデル、いわゆる多世界解釈で説明できるってあなたは書いていたはず。
Are you gonna...
Does that mean you know how the universe works? You claimed that the Everett Wheeler model, the many worlds interpretation, is correct.
あれはフェイク情報。セルンに目をつけられないためのカムフラージュ。
That was a lie. Camouflage, so that CERN wouldn't target me.
本当の中に嘘を一つ混ぜると、途端に全体が嘘くさく見えるんだ。
If I mix one lie into the truth, then the bad apple spoils the barrel.
So then, don't bury the lead. How does it work? What happens?
So you don't know.
Turns out it's string theory.
Turns out Newton was right all along. We've been barking up the wrong tree.
Like, literally just Newtonian mechanics.
Yeah.
解明されてるんだ。多世界解釈じゃなかった。
I do. By 2036, scientists have successfully modeled the structure of the universe. And it's not the many worlds interpretation.
本当に詳しく教えて。
Really? Tell me.
アトラクタフィールド。
Attractor fields.
そう。岡部倫太郎にはメールで直接教えたよね。
Right. I told you by mail, didn't I?
それ、どんな解釈なの？
What sort of model is that?
世界は
Balsa
世
wood?
界線とアトラクタフィールドでできてる。
The universe is made up of world lines and attractor fields.
Suzuha walks over to Mayuri's sewing table and picks up a ball of red yarn.
Mayuri's lawsuit table.
Thanks. She holds one end of the yarn and drops the ball onto the floor, then holds about a meter of yarn in front of her face.
世界の構造はより糸みたいなものなの。
The universe is like 4 balls on the edge of a cliff.
Oh, shut up.
いくつもの可能性世界線が重ね合わせの状態になってて、常に無限個に枝分かれしてってるわけ。
Countless possible world lines exist side by side, branching out to infinity.
全体を見ると一本に見えるけど、ミクロなレベルだとより細い糸が絡み合うように世界を構成してる。
From a distance, it looks like a single string. But when you look closer, the string is actually made up of individual threads woven together.
そして最終的にはそれらの細い糸は一つに収束する。経過は違うけど結果は同じになる。
At the end, those threads converge on a single point. The paths are different, but the destination is the same.
それって 決定論じゃないの？
Isn't that determinism?
近いかもね。でももうちょっとアバウト。
Close. This model is a little looser.
多世界解釈とコペンハーゲン解釈のいいとこ取りって感じ。
You could say it cherry picks from the many worlds interpretation and the Copenhagen interpretation.
分岐はするが結末は同じ。ということは、世界は結局一つなのか。
If the branches all lead to the same place, does that mean there's only one world in the
そうい
end?
うこと。
Exactly.
In the end,
It
it doesn't even
そ
matter.
の収束範囲内にある世界線の束がアトラクタフィールド。
The bundle of world lines that share a point of convergence is called an attractor field.
アトラクタフィールドも
It's called
たく
this
さんある。
because it's extremely attractive.
Indeed.
There are also many attractor
この
fields.
より糸はアトラクタフィールドアルファ。範囲内にあるのはアルファ世界線。
This string is attractor field alpha. The threads are alpha world lines.
Suzuha then cuts meter lengths of blue, yellow, and white
青が
yarn.
アトラクタフィールドベータで、黄色がガンマで、白がデルタとして、
Blue is beta, yellow is gamma, and white is delta.
それぞれベータ世界線やガンマ世界線やデルタ世界線を範囲内にたくさん内包してる。それこそ何億っていう数をね。
Each is made up of countless beta world lines, gamma world lines, or delta world lines.
She twists the different colored strings together, then stretches them out as one fat, multicolored string.
アトラクタフィールドもこんな風にいくつも重ね合わせ状態になってる。
Attractor fields are superpositioned, like
それぞ
this.
れのアトラクタフィールドごとでは起きる事象も収束する結果も違う。
In each attractor field, the world lines converge on a different result.
干渉性は喪失してるわけ。それぞれが独立を保ってる。
They don't interact. Each attractor field is independent of the others.
元をたどれば一つだし、アトラクタフィールドもさらにマクロな視点で見れば収束するけど、そのスパンは何百年っていうレベルなんだ。より大きな分岐と見ればいいかな。
Of course, they all diverged from a common point somewhere in the past, and they'll converge again at some point in the future, but that takes many hundreds of years.
Wait, only hundreds? That's the scale we're talking about? That's not any time at all.
You can think of the attractor fields as very long world lines.
エロゲに例えたらどういうこと？教えて、エロい人。
Can you compare it to an eroge? Teach me, O erotic one.
エロい人なんていない。
There's no erotic one here.
Baka.
いや、エロゲに例えるのは間違ってない。
We really? Okay. Alright, here we go.
若い選択肢がそれぞれの世界線だ。
No, he's right. It is like an eroge. Each heroine's route is an attractor field, and the small choices within are the individual world lines.
しかし最後には必ずトゥルールートに入ってグランドエンディングを迎える。
But in the end, they all enter the true route for the grand ending.
共通ルートが長いか短いか、それが問題だ。ちなみに僕だったら、せっかくだから妹キャラのアトラクタフィールドを選ぶぜ。
The only difference is the length of the common parts. By the way, Ocarine, I didn't think you'd just tell them about the structure of this game.
Whatever, I'm going through a meta phase.
ダメだこいつら。
I think
I never
actually-
met a phase I didn't like.
Oh, nice. I actually think part of the reason Steins Gate works is that it doesn't get meta like that.
Yeah, it would not go well.
Right? The only reason this works as well as it does is because it takes itself exactly as seriously as it says it will.
You guys are hopeless. Better do something quick.
You understood it.
私にはその かんないんだけど。
I don't know what you guys are
真
talking
剣に受
about.
け取らなくていいわよ。
Just ignore them.
You must come from a dystopia if you come from a future without anime, ladies. Let me get this straight.
In my time, they've banned 2D.
The reason I can't save Mayuri is that her death is the event upon which this attractor field converges. But that means the world really is killing Mayuri.
それじゃ未来を変えるなんて
I guess the only choice is to kill the entire world. But then, isn't it impossible to change the future? It always converges in the end, right? No matter what you do, the result is the same.
That's right. That's why Mayuri dies no matter how many times I leap.
今
Time sleep.
私たちがいるアトラクタフィールドアルファの範囲外に出るの。
We have to escape Attractor Field Alpha.
Escape?
つまりアトラクタフィールドベータにあるベータ世界線に飛び移るってこと。
In other words, we are going to jump to a world line in Attractor Field Beta.
Okay, hold on. This has some issues for me. Does that mean that the entirety of current human experience is just like an event, a current point along one of these world lines, and then the
Yes.
others are just filled with like pea zombies?
No. The
'Cause-
others are all full of people who are just as
Mm-hmm.
sentient and conscious as they are.
So-
So the events of the game are mostly inconsequential, regardless.
To everyone that's not the POV character who for some reason...
Exactly.
Oh! All right.
I'd
then.
also like to take this moment to point out time.
Oh, you bought time wine for tonight.
I did buy time wine.
Oh, that's so good. The bottle is called Time. It
Yes.
says time on it.
4 times, in fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Looked like it said it 8 times. Because it's a 4x4 grid saying time across, but then each of the colors is time, 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 time.
Isn't that 6?
Shh.
Anyway, we're gonna jump to a world line in Tractor Field Beta.
干渉できないんじゃん。
But I don't want to become a beta.
No! We said we're not doing any more Snap Cube tonight.
I thought attractor fields couldn't
ア
interact.
トラクタフィールド同士が完全に分岐しちゃったらね。でもまさに分岐しようとしている瞬間なら
Attractor fields are normally separate. But if we become more attractive than the fields,
Stop.
but if we go to the instant they diverge,
する瞬間。それが今だっていうこと。
the instant they diverge, is that now?
ダイバージェンス
When will then be now?
Soon.
2010年にあるって
There we go.
私は教わった。
I was taught that a major divergence occurs in 2010.
2000年や1991年並みのものすごい大分岐が起きてアトラクタフィールドレベルで枝分かれするって。
This year, an earth-shattering event causes divergence at the attractor field level. The last time such a divergence occurred was in the year 2000, and before that, in 1991. So yeah, I guess this time shit really is pretty small scale, like happens every decade or so.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. What happened those years?
どっちも世界規模の大きな事件があったじゃん。
Events that changed the face
事件
of the world. Huh?
1991年はソ連崩壊だ。だが2000年は2001年なら同時多発テロがあったな。
1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks.
2000年は2000年問題の年だよ。
The invention of Facebook.
No! It all comes back to Mark fucking Zuckerberg.
The year 2000 problem.
Wait, Y2K was real?
Y2K is real, teach the controversy.
I don't mean Y2K was real.
Is, teach the controversy.
Oh no.
Y2K? But that was just hype. Nothing happened.
それは今私たちがいるこのアルファ世界線が2000年問題が起きなかった可能性世界だから。
That's because the alpha world line we're on represents a world where Y2K didn't occur.
So in other words, there are worlds where it did occur?
そして2010年
And that brings us to 2010.
今年って何か大きな事件起きたかな
Did something big happen this year?
The invention of a goddamn time machine.
What else could it be?
Suzuha looks toward the development room.
人類史上初のタイムマシン開発成功以外に何があるっての
But the creation of humanity's first time machine.
あ、そっかそうだよねすごい
Oh yeah! Wow!
Sugoi!
もう一つ疑問が。
One more question.
Kurisu keeps plowing ahead.
Plow, plow, plow.
Am I
plow.
smoking hot when I die or what? I guess that's what makes her a scientist.
重ね合わせ状態にある世界線ってパラレルワールドってわけじゃないんでしょ。
These world lines aren't parallel worlds, are they?
違うよ
Yeah, good eye. They're mostly perpendicular.
あくまで可能性世界線が同時に存在しているだけ
No. Ultimately, they're just possibilities that exist simultaneously.
Oh, okay, so they're only possibilities. It's not like each one of them is happening concurrently.
It's unclear.
Just, Raina brought it up in one of the comments on our last video, so I wanted to...
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, huh, yeah, that would be fucked. Just, the world line Okabe leaves just keeps going on, and,
It probably does.
Yep. But the way Suzuha phrases it there makes it seem like only one of them is actually happening at any given time.
Huh.
Because she calls them possibilities, not things that did
神の
happen.
視点でも持たなきゃ無理なんじゃない？
Then how do you observe the differences between world lines? Wouldn't you need a reading Steiner to do that?
Oh, stop.
普通ならねでも
Normally. However,
Suzuha looks at me. Don't tell me!
リーディングしたいなか
Reading Steiner?
そういうネーミングなの岡部倫太郎には世界線を越えて観測ができるっていう特殊な力があるそうよね
is that what the kids call it these days? Okabe Rintaro, you have the power to observe changes across world lines. Correct?
Yeah.
それが鍵になる
That's the key.
One of us just has plot armor.
世界をセルンの支配っていう呪縛から解き放つ鍵
Your power is the key to freeing the world from Stern's rule.
Wait, are we literally the Messiah now?
神に匹敵する存在なんだ
You see, nobody else has any idea what's going on when they time travel. They just kind of fuck around at random and hope something good happens.
Well,
He has the power of a god.
Were you saying that with,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, I was saying that with the intonation of Otacon
Yep.
giving a
Miku
Miku description.
But, not just that, but remember, she time traveled, but is still cognizant of it, because she went in a time machine. She didn't time leap.
俺の力が
My power. It's not just
ト
bullshit?
ラクタフィールドアルファの範囲外ベータ世界線へ到達すれば収束する結果も変わる
If you escape Attractor Field Alpha and reach a beta world line, then
Huh.
the result will become beta.
Thanks. I feel a shiver of excitement.
助けられるのか
So there's hope? I can save my Uri? Suzuha nods firmly. Then I must do it. I have no choice.
ちょっと待って。
Wait a second.
Kurisu, however, is not so enthusiastic.
それ本当に全部正しいの？天音さんの妄想が混じってる可能性は？
How do we know this is all true? What if Amane-san is just making stuff up?
何？妄想なんか混じってないよ。
What? I'm not making stuff up.
落ち着け。別に喧嘩を売ってるわけじゃない。
Calm down. I'm not trying to pick a fight,
疑問なのよ。
but I will.
どうしてあなたは岡部が持ってる
With Gun's crazy glue dirt.
岡部や
But I
私が
will.
知ってたの？
But I still have questions. 1. How do you know about Okabe's power? 2. How did you know Okabe and I were in Akihabara in 2010?
2017年生まれにしては詳しすぎじゃない？
Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017?
She has a point. Everyone looks to Suzuha.
父さんの遺書にそうあった。
It was written in Dad's will.
His will?
遺書ってどういうこと？
What do you mean?
私がタイムトラベルを決意したのは父さんの遺書を読んだから。
His will was what made me will to time travel. To
Stop.
change what will happen.
Stop.
私が所属してるレジスタンスの設立メンバーの一人で、セルンとは別にタイムマシンの研究をしてたの。
My dad will be one of the
Stop.
founding members of the resistance.
Stop correcting tenses and just talk normally.
He hid from CERN and researched time travel on his own.
未来を変えるための研究をね。
He wanted to change the future.
でも父さんもセルンに殺されて、
But CERN killed him.
だから私は父さんの意志を継いでここにいる。
That's why I'm here, to fulfill his dream.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
Suzuha doesn't look at Kurisu. She still seems to have a grudge against her. Kurisu would never actively cooperate with CERN. I know that, but I just can't say it in front of Suzuha. For some reason, Suzuha really does see Kurisu as responsible for the problems of the future. But if that's the case, why doesn't Suzuha just kill Kurisu? Wouldn't that change the future too? Maybe she can't. World lines converge. No matter how hard I struggle, Mayuri dies. Similarly, it may be impossible for Suzuha to kill Kurisu, no matter how much she may want to.
Holy shit. What if she's been time looping and has tried a bunch of times to kill the shit out of Chris-chan, and just every time it doesn't fucking work?
We know that's not the case, but...
And that's why she just has this simmering grudge.
Right? Suzuha clears her throat as if to change the subject.
2010年の秋葉原、ここでタイムマシンが作られたことで、セルンのタイムマシン開発が加速した。
Akihabara 2010. The time machine created here accelerates CERN's own time machine research.
それを阻止する方向に歴史を導くことが必要なんだよ。
We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in a new direction.
そしてどうやって？
Stop it? How?
セルンは俺たちの存在に気づいている。
CERN already knows about us. That's clear from Awaka's attack.
原因は君たちが一番最初にタイムマシンを使った時のメールデータだと思う。父さんはそう予測してた。
Dad believed that the ultimate cause was the very first email you sent with your time machine.
メールデータ？ハッキングがバレたのではなく。
An email? It wasn't because they caught us hacking?
僕のハッキングはバレてないって言ってんだろ？
Like I said, nobody can catch my hacking.
Leet hacksaws, if you will.
でも
Daru is the only person who can do some 4 hands on 1 keyboard hacking with only 2 hands.
Ew.
What?
Ew. Whose hands is he using?
Which email are you talking about?
あれじゃないかな。クリスちゃんが死んじゃったっていうオカリンのメール。
I know. Wasn't it the email Okarin said that said Chris-chan died?
Right. The email I sent to Daru right after Dr. Nakabachi's conference.
あれね。
Oh. That.
Pauses. Stares at camera for everything to sink in. Stares intensely. Back then, we hadn't yet realized that the phone wave, named Subject to Change, was a time machine.
その
Wait.
時空を超えたメールもきっと捉えられてる。
Holy fuck. I somehow didn't fully grasp this, even though I've played this before and we've also watched the anime and also the sequel.
Should I put a spoiler warning right before whatever you're about to say?
No.
Okay.
I just hadn't realized this whole thing that, like, the event at the beginning of the game
Mm-hmm.
is why we're on this world line with all this creepy dystopia shit going on.
To begin with, yeah?
Yeah. So the reason Rounders exist and are hunting him for creating the time machine is because of the events of the game where he creates the time machine. It's recursive.
Well, it's implied the Rounders existed before that, but the reason they're hunting him now is because of that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
But did they?
Yeah. The way Suzuho just talked about them made it seem like they were something that had been around already.
Huh.
It's not like they were formed and then set out to kill someone within the span of, what, 2 weeks?
But it's not the span of 2 weeks. It's the span of many decades, where the events that occur
Right.
set things off that go into the future when they get a time machine and proceed to go back a bunch of times and fuck up the whole
That's
causality
true.
thing. That entire sequence of events that causes there to be a CERN to create Rounders and all of that and do all this shit
Okay, I can see that.
is just because
Mm-hmm.
of a text that's like, holy shit, some girl died.
Isn't that great? That's another reason I like it, is because it's structured so well like that.
Yeah.
Like, just as a story, it's so satisfyingly structured.
You're satisfying
Anyway.
structured.
Aw, thanks. Want to grab one of my structures right now?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Struck.
Oh, that's pretty great. Not for children. CERN probably... Oh, that's your line. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll just steal one of yours when you least expect it.
No.
CERN probably intercepted that email and realized what it meant.
あの時からもうバレていたと。
They were already on to us back then? Come to think of it, the first time I met Moeka was the day after I sent that email.
泳がされてたんだな、僕ら。
We really jumped in the deep end, huh?
マユシーはね、平泳ぎが得意だよ。
Mayushi's good at the breaststroke.
はいはい。水中 M 字開脚、水中 M 字開脚。
All right.
Darum does a Daru.
一体どうやって補足を。メールなんて世界中で1日に何億という数が送られているんだぞ。
But how do they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails are sent around the world each day.
エシュロンのネットワークを利用して世界規模でタイムマシンについての情報を収集してるの。
Well, you see, Facebook has cookies on all your machines that track your activity and send it to advertisers, even when you're not signed in.
We're doing the fictional dystopia now, not the real one that we live in.
CERN uses the Echelon network to collect communications pertaining to time travel research worldwide.
Okay, hear me out, because you really got me in on this now. Steins Gate reboot, but it's just Facebook. It actually is just Facebook. Like,
That's called real life.
yeah, yeah.
エシュロンだと。本当に。
I'm dying for a live-action adaptation of this, by the way.
Huh.
Steins Gate live-action, I think, would actually work really well.
It might.
Because all of the science fiction-y elements aren't, like, visual things that you need to be like, oh, or aren't, like, super intense. It's mostly just people standing around talking.
Yeah, it's not like a battle anime or something.
Exactly.
Which wouldn't translate well.
Echelon, it really exists? As an expert on conspiracies, I understand the implications immediately, and they terrify me. No one else seems to get what Suzuha is saying, though.
セルンはさ、自分たち以外のタイムトラベル研究についてエシュロンで常にアンテナを張って監視してるんだよ。
Yeah, the NSA sees all your nudes. Haven't you heard of Edward Snowden?
I thought by this... Wait, no. Snowden's in the future of this. Won't you have heard of Edward Snowden?
Echelon sees everything. Any transmission that even hints at time travel is filtered and sent to CERN.
I guess this is all cause for concern. For an example, an email that appeared to have come from the future.
捉えられた最初のメールデータをセルンのコンピューターから消去しなきゃ。
We need to find the record of that email in CERN's database
Database.
and remix it.
No.
そうすればセルンは君たちには気づかない。タイムマシンが2034年に完成することもなくなる。それ
If
どこ
you
ろ
do
か
that,
タイムマシンの研究そのものが頓挫するかも。
then CERN will never know you exist. Their time machine won't be completed in 2034. If we're lucky, the program may be shut down entirely.
In other words, deleting that data will take us to the retractor field where CERN doesn't build a time machine.
And where therefore there couldn't be rounders here.
There couldn't be rounders here, but they might still exist, just not doing dirty work that pertains to them. Because it's not like CERN suddenly stops becoming an evil organization in this timeline that needs to...
Yeah, but... Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
There wasn't any data like that when we hacked CERN's database.
Maybe the rounders would be better at that job if they were more precise.
Maybe if they
Instead of
were...
rounding.
Yeah. Nice. That took me a moment.
High five. Nice.
The IBM 5100.
お
Oh.
お、そうか。IBN5100 で構築されていたあのデータベースか。
Of course, CERN's IBM 5100 database.
きっとエシュロンから集めたデータが蓄積されてる。
That's probably where they store the data from Echelon.
So that's what it is.
誰よ。なぜもっと早く IBN5100 を使わなかったのだ。
Damn it, Daru, why didn't we use the IBM 5100 earlier?
いや、使わなかったのだとか言われても、そもそも持ってないし。
We never had
何を言っ
one?
ている。俺が手に入れてきたではないか。
What are you talking about? I got one, remember?
はい。
Huh?
Right, world lines. Oh, that is right, that was on a different world line. On this world line, I never found the IBM 5100.
私の役割はさ、君たちに IBN5100 を託すことなんだよ。
My mission is to make sure you acquire an IBM
持ってい
5100.
るのか。
You have one? Suzuha shakes her head.
1975年に行って手に入れる。
I'm going to 1975 to obtain one.
1975. The year the IBM 5100 went to market. I know because the John Titor in 2000 said that was his mission. Was that Sean Titor Suzuha too? Anyway, if Suzuha can get us an IBM 5100, then we can leave this attractor field and jump to the Beta World line, where CERN never finds us and their time machine is never completed. Well, Harry won't have to die.
よし。ならば全は急げだ。鈴葉には今すぐにでも1975年に飛んでもらおう。
Alright, we need to move fast. How soon can you leave, Suzuha?
But I just got here!
山々なんだけど。
I was trying to leave when you caught me, but...
Suzuha bows her head apologetically. I look at her burnt hand. She's hiding it from Mayuri and Daru, but I can see the blood staining my handkerchief. It hurts to look at. Maybe we should get her to a doctor.
壊れているんだったな。
Right. Your time machine's broken.
直せないの？
Can you fix it?
無理。
Yes, I
私は
can.
父さんが作ったものに乗ってただけだから。
No, I just ride it. My dad's the one who built it.
仕組みそのものはマニュアルを完璧に暗記してるけど、
I've memorized the manuals, so I know how it works, but...
That doesn't mean she knows how to repair it, and there's no guarantee that a time machine from 2036 can be repaired with today's technology.
タイムリープマシンで遡るのは？天音さんのタイムマシンが壊れる前へ。
Maybe we can use the time leap machine to go back before Amane-san's time machine broke.
っていうか、タイムリープマシン使う気なん？実験しないってことでファイナルアンサーじゃなかった？
Wait, you're gonna use the time leap machine? Wasn't the plan not to experiment?
Oh, right, we haven't told Daru. I still haven't told Daru about my time leaping. There's no time to
場合
explain.
によっては使う。それで、鈴葉よ。いつ壊れたかわかるか？
We'll use it if the situation demands. Do you know when it broke, Suzuha?
きっとこの前の深夜に降った雨だよ。マシンの中水浸しになってたから密閉されてるはずなのに。
No, but it was probably the rain a few days ago. It's supposed to be airtight, but the inside was all wet when I checked it today. Definitely the crash had nothing to do with it.
Right?
その時に穴でも開いたんじゃね？
Well, clearly it didn't, because a few time leaps ago, she did manage to disappear off with it, so...
Maybe it made a hole when you crashed into Radicon?
あれは激突したんじゃないよ。座標計算にわずかな誤差があったせいであそこに出現しちゃっただけ。
That wasn't a crash. The coordinates were slightly off, so it just appeared there.
あのマシンって結構不安定なんだよね。
It's not exactly the most stable machine.
それで、
Better there than in the middle of the air, I guess. Anyone remember when it rained?
10日の朝、夜明け前には降っていた。
The morning of the 10th, just before dawn.
The time leap machine could only cover 48 hours in a single leap. And the time leap machine was completed today, the 13th, at 2 p.m. It means we can't go farther back than 2 p.m. on the 11th.
ダメだ。タイムリープマシンじゃ届かない。
Damn, we can't get there with the time leap machine. I thought we had a glimmer of hope.
直す努力はしてみるべきだと思うわけだが。
I think we should try to fix it.
そうだよ。タイムマシンならね、時間はあんまり関係ないもん。
Yeah, it's a time machine, so we have plenty of time, right?
Why not just let her die again?
No!
Sorry. Kurisu, Suzuha, and I say nothing. We know. In less than 2 hours, Mayuri will die.
She knows she will die soon.
My aquarium. It's already 5:30. There's barely enough time to sneak into Radicon, let alone fix Suzuha's time machine. Maybe I should leap now to 2 p.m. on the 11th, then we'll have 2 full days to fix the
み
machine.
んな、小腹が空いただろう。空いたはずだ。
You're all... See?
Oh, damn it.
Now we're even.
You're all hungry, aren't you? You should be.
いきなりなんぞ？
What's this all of a sudden?
まゆしは腹ペコです。
Mayushi's always hungry.
You never
You
eat me
steal
eat
all
lunch.
my meals.
Remember when that was the funny running gag? About how Mayushi couldn't eat lunch? Remember those days? I remember those days. They were good. I take a 10,000 yen bill out of my wallet.
誰？買い出し。
Flashing those Franklins around, I see.
改めて対策を練ろうでは。
Mayuri, Daru, I leave the shopping to you. We can come up with a plan while we eat.
わあ、おかり、こんな大金
Wow, Okarin. What are we going to do with all this money?
Invested in Bitcoin, of course. It won't be a thing for you.
Bitcoin.
Rip coin. Buy food. Lots of food. Use it all!
プレゼント1万円もおごってみせる。さすがオカリン。僕たちにできないことをやってのける。そこにしびれる憧れる。
You just calmly hand over a 10,000 yen bill. Wow, Okarin. You make it look easy. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you.
Flip like a sultan.
Not even counting it.
Mayuri and Daru leave in high spirits. I knew the 10,000 yen bill would work.
The 10,000 yen bill trick, as though he's done this before. Like, quick, I need to distract those two.
Here's some money. Christina, Taitor.
タイターって私のこと？
Taitor? Is that me?
Oh, god damn it. Who else?
なんでいつ
Could be the other guy.
変わんの？
Why are you calling me that now?
タイターの中の人だ。
Because you're the one behind Taitor's mask.
そうだけど
I am thou.
And thou art... Son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, but
無駄よ。
that's my dead name.
岡部がまともに名前を呼ぶことなんてめったにない。
Oh, I love that interpretation even more.
Just give up. Okabe rarely calls anyone by their name.
そういえば私もバイト
He tried reading that Asimon book once and couldn't get through it at all. Get it? Because he wrote Call Me By Your Name.
Oh.
Hey. All about the literary references tonight.
Oh, yeah. He always calls me part-time warrior for some reason.
二人とも聞け。俺は11日の14時にタイムリープする。
Listen, you two. I'm going to leap to 2 p.m. on the 11th.
タイターから改めて今の説明をしてもらう。その上で今のこの時間13日17時までにタイムマシンを修理する。
After Taito explains herself again, we'll start repairs on the time machine. Our goal is to have it working by this time today.
Is that the best plan?
音楽よりはマシという程度。直せなければ何度でも2日間を繰り返せばいい。
It's better than trying to fix it when we only have 2 hours left. If it doesn't work, I'll just keep repeating the same 2 days.
ごめん。
It'll at least give me some more variety.
Right?
I'm sorry.
タイターよ。お前には必ず IBN5100 を手に入れてもらわなければならない。
Taito, we're counting on you to get us an IBN 5100.
未来のためでもあくまでマユリを助けるためのミッションであることを忘れるな。
Never forget, I'm not doing this for you, and I'm not doing it for the future. My mission is to save Mayuri.
独善的だと言いたければ言えばいい。だが俺は
Call me self-righteous if you want.
誰の指図も
However,
受けはない。
I'm doing this my way. Kurisu and Suzuha give an encouraging nod in agreement.
作戦開始だ。
Good. Then let's
言
begin.
わないのか？
You're not going to name the operation?
Who cares about that? This isn't a game. Mayuri's life hangs in the balance.
北欧神話でいいネーミング候補が見つからなかった？
You couldn't find a good Norse mythology-themed name?
なんで北欧神話？
Why Norse mythology?
深い意味はないと思う。あえて言うなら、中二病患者はゲルマン系ネーミングが大好きだからってところじゃない？
I don't think there's a deep meaning behind it. Chunibyo patients just love Germanic names for some reason.
そういえば私がいたレジスタンスでも作戦名はほとんどゲルマン系のネーミングだったな。なんでって聞いたら
Now that you mention it, most of our operation names in the Resistance have Germanic names too. Whenever I ask, they say it's tradition.
26年後にも中二病患者っているんだな。
So there's still Chunibyo in 2036.
Cut the chatter. Mayuri's life hangs in the balance. There's no time for this nonsense. Kurisu sets up the time leap machine while Suzuha goes to turn on the 42-inch CRT. Well before Mayuri returns, I leap. And... wait, is that... yeah, that's good timing.
Hell yeah.
And just what happens, we'll have to see next time.
Exciting.
Excelsior. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
See you all next time.
Next time.
Or more like the next time. Oh, hold on. That is actually what we just said, isn't it?
Yeah. We should save.
I'm going to save right the hell now. Yay! See you all next time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
I saw the mouse hovering over exit game for a moment there and I was like, oh fuck.